Hello, hello, VOD people. We're playing some Pillars of Eternity today because I just got it for free and I want to find out what it's like. So, we're stretching efficiency but forgives a few mistakes. Combat is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. Alright, well, I'm not a newcomer. Let's see, what is this? Only one save file is kept for the entire playthrough. File is deleted and you must start again. The option can't be changed. We'll do that. Helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own faculties and intuition while playing the game should play expert mode. This option is selected when you start a new game. It cannot be enabled in-game and, if disabled, cannot be re-enabled in that game. Helper features in the game. Rely on their own faculties and intuition. You know what? Do it. Let's do it. I'm probably going to regret it immensely. But that's okay. Let's go. See what this is about. And if they start talking, I'll stop talking so you guys can hear them too. Hopefully. The athletic skill is used to perform actions like climbing, swimming, and jumping in scripted interactions. Classes like fighters and barbarians start with a bonus to athletics. Good to know. So I think I've seen this game played like once or twice. So I'm not completely blind, but I only watched like one episode, so I have not seen the ending. I don't really remember what I watched. I'm pretty sure there's a class system and some story elements, I hope. And yeah, I'm gonna go from there. In case anyone didn't see, I did have the White March and White March 2 DLCs, whatever those are. Again, I don't really know very much about this game, so this is completely blind. I started up the game to make sure that it worked, and so I could set up my OBS, and you guys are literally watching me on my first playthrough. And I picked expert mode. Perfect. Man, that's gonna be strange.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
So there does appear to be voiceover, so I will be shutting up when that happens. Now, let's see if I can play this game. I glanced at the controls briefly, so I sorta know. Ooh, hello. The place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like Adri and the Drywood place them in the forefront of military, politics, and heavy labor. Among the tribes of the Nassaquit, men perform many of the homesteading duties and organizational duties. In Galan, Firth, and Ixmal, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. Women's role in Aura is largely dependent on where she's from. In the Aether Empire, Villain Republics, and Drywood, women occupy many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters, soldiers, and leaders of the tribes of Nassaquit and Galenfath and Ixbatal. Women and men have more fluid social roles in all societies. There are exceptions to the rule, and women can be found in wide. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with a gay, because that's what I am. Race. Humans, commonly called folk, are our most common race in Drywood. The Aether Empire, Old Valia, and the Valian Republics. Though not as large as the Terran Amora, humans are known for their strength and willpower, so they get resolve and might. Mighty Amora are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rao Tai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength, so they get might. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Drywood, the Valian Republics, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity, so they get might minus dexterity, but they get a plus to constitution. Elves are the dominant race in Galenfath, and the white that wins. The white that wins is a full name, huh? Interesting. They're extremely common in the Drywood and Aedir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as commonly isolationist nature. They get dexterity and perception. Orlans are the smallest of the Kith races, though most cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their long ears, two-toned skin, and hirsute bodies, Orlans are commonly found in Galenfath, the Ixtimal Plains, and part of Drywood. They're known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. So they get a minus to might, but they get a plus to perception. Alrighty then. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their ability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Dexterity and intellect. Alright, well, let's find out what these things do. So dexterity is an abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. In interactions, it can be used for sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, it affects the character's action speed with all attacks, spells, and abilities, and contributes to the reflect defense. Intellect represents a character's logic and reasoning capabilities. In interactions, it can be useful for deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will, defense, and influences duration and areas of effect for all abilities and talents. So basically, D&D stuff. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and emotional intensity. They can project to others and be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, characters maintain concentration and contributes to the will and deflection defenses. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. During interactions, it can be useful for intimidating displays and acts of brute force. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing, as well as the formidable defense. Perception represents a character's senses, as well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details. In interactions, it can be used to catch someone in a lie, to make an observant comment about their appearance, or to notice something happening in the background. In combat, it contributes to accuracy, the reflex defense, and grants a bonus to interrupt. Alright. Are there any more? Constitution. A combination of the character's overall health and stamina. Although it is not used much in interactions, it is somewhat checked to withstand pain or endure a physical taxing ordeal. In combat, it affects maximum health and endurance, and contributes to the fortitude defense. And I think that's it. Can we... If we can change him around, then we'll go with him. If we can't, then I'll probably go with an elf. Ooh, we can change him. Nature Godlock appeared to be a fusion of human and animal features, often covered by plants, moss, or fungi. This has led to the common stigma that they are diseased, and many are killed at birth because of it. Many druidic orders have a keen interest in nature godlike because of their general curiosity as to how souls occupy animals, plants, and stones. Wellspring of Life grants a bonus to might, constitution, and dexterity when endurance is below 50%. That's quite flashy. Moon godlike are the most tolerated of the godlike. While their skin tone and a large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearances are generally considered more palatable than by the other kith. Sealers have many benefits about moon godlike and their propensity to bring luck, though there is little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring. Every encounter, when reduced below 75%, 50%, and 25% endurance, moon godlike generate waves of healing moonlight to restore endurance to them and their allies. Bodies of fire godlike often resemble hot metal, burnt wood, or stone, with harmless flames that erupt from the cracks in their skin. Fire godlike are objects of both reverence and fear in the Dead Fire Archipelago. Many locals believe they have the power to awaken volcanoes, or that killing one will cause a volcano to awaken. The Drywood fire godlike are seen as a sign of the blessing of Magran, goddess of war and fire. Battleforged. When reduced below 50% endurance, fire godlike glow like metal. In a forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits it in melee. Well, that's frightening. Death godlike are the most distressed of their kind. Strange growths cover their face, or strange growths cover their eyes, or in some cases entire face, giving them a sinister appearance. Growths are transparent for the godlike, but opaque from the outside, hiding their features. The death godlike are commonly killed at birth because many cultures consider them the harbingers of doom. Death's usher, when death godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. Interesting. So can we change the animal features? That doesn't change much, does it? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll keep going. Oh, there's an appearance. Never mind, we can change it. Alright, what do we want to be? Because there's a whole lot of this, I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to read it out loud. So, you guys can read it with me, or you cannot. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I think we're probably going to pick between the ranger, the druid, and the wizard. They have mid-range attack, they have small area for damage, can leave targets dazed. Variety of offensive versus defensive spells, and like priests or druids. Spells that they can store and cast directly from the grimoires. Alright, they get lower. Lower represents a character's accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often called or esoteric topics. Outside of conversations and scripted interactions, lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining the resources and maiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an unseen floor plate. The mechanics skill makes it easier to open locks and find and disable traps. Additionally, any character can use the mechanics skill to replace traps of their own. The higher the mechanics skill, the more accurate the trap. In conversations and encrypted interaction, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of mechanisms. And then they get low endurance, low health, low accuracy, and low deflection. Druid, what do you get? Spirit Shift. All druids have mastered one mystic form. Those forms give the druid strong melee abilities and grant additional power. The druid is shifted. Druids have access to a variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, druids gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times for rest. Alright, so they get lower in survival. Survival allows characters to choose from a variety of long-term bonuses each time they camp. The first 6 ranks grant the following bonuses: damage reduction, received healing multiplier, bonus movement, accuracy bonus versus creature type, increased consumable duration, bonus damage versus flanked enemies. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. Survival can also be used in conversations and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. So they have average deflection, but everything else is low. And Ranger, what do you get? Animal Companion. All Rangers share a strong bond with an animal companion. The companion fights the Ranger's command and is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal Companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the Ranger and the companion is powerful. If one goes down in battle, the other suffers as well. They get 1 to stealth. Allows characters of any class to attempt to avoid being seen or heard. Is used automatically whenever the character is in scouting mode. The higher the character's skill, the closer they can get to enemies before they're being detected. They have high health, very high accuracy, average deflection, low endurance. Oh boy. And lore was, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the druid. Yeah. Ooh. Bear. Templar allowing him to hurt us of that form. High damage reduction and invoke a terrifying roar. Druid has lost endurance, inflicts damage over time. Has an initially fast attack and burst into even faster attacks for short periods of time. Higher defenses and connect groups of enemies with its melee carnage attack quickly, and has an attack that can knock enemies prone. Hopefully I can get more, because there are some good ones. Let's go with the wolf. I'm a canine guy. And then maybe we'll go with bear. that'll be it. Charm Beast. Dancing Bolts. Nature's Mark. Sunbeam. Talon's Reach. Tanglefoot. Nature's Vigor. File Thorns. Alright, so they're basically D&D races, basically. Alright. Here's Physical Strength. Plus damage and healing. Plus Fortitude. That gives plus Endurance, Health, and Fortitude. That's action speed and reflex. What's reflex? Reflex defense allows characters to dodge out of the way of physically harmful AoE attacks, and is defined by a character's class level, dexterity, and perception, but may also be influenced by other actions. Apparently my dexterity is godlike. Oh no. I get +1 because I'm godlike. Gotcha. Alright, I kind of like range stuff, so we'll probably go with perception and intellect, and maybe resolve. So it represents the character's logic, controls the will defense, influences duration, and areas of effect for all abilities and talents. So yeah, so we'll probably go with intellect for AoE. Helps maintains concentration, converts the will and deflection defenses. So we got 15 points. So let's go with 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Why don't we get a plus in all of those? We'll go this one up to 15. This one up to 15. We'll go this one up by 2 and that one up by 1. I like it. So we've got a +6 concentration, +2 deflection, +4 will, +30% for the area of effect, and +25% duration, +10 more will, +9 to interrupt, +3 to accuracy, and +6 to reflex, +15% to action speed, and +10 to reflex, and then, +5 endurance and health, and then +3 damage and healing. So that'll do nicely. Culture. Currently, the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Adir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. Consisting of the nation of Neskit, dozens of Amura settlements, and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretched along the southern sea, Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves, Amura, and a mix of variety of other races. Deadfire Bellico is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean, beyond making travel virtually impossible. Located in the northeastern ear Galenfath are a large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by humans and Orlean residents. It's one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past several thousand years. The crown jewel of the southern seas is now the crumpled remains of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarfs among their ranks, the old Villian countries are still forces to be reckoned with and are proud of their rich cultural heritage. Dominated by the Amura nation of Ratui, the Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them Amura or Orlean dwarfs. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial systems to the east. Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. The Living Lands is the mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. The weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. A large, cracked southern expanse of polar ice, the White That Wins, is a home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the area, it grows in the White, it is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea or prey upon each other to survive. Ooh, I kind of want to go with that one. That one sounds fun. That one also sounds fun. You can tell that I'm not doing this for points. Alright, let's flip a coin. This is D&D, right? So, I'll get my D&D bag out. Roll a D6 here. I can find one. There we go. So, evens will go top. Odds will go bottom. Odd. Looks like we're going the whites. Because it's a 3. So, odd. Ooh. Normally, I would read all of these. But between Drifter, Explorer, and Mystic, that's all I'm going to pick. So, you're quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next part. You are more comfortable on the road, traveling the world. You find the siren call of the horizon irresistible. You cannot help but wonder what lies beyond the next hill or wave. You built your life around finding out. If you've never been able to explain how the universe guides your path, behind every task you undertake is a feeling of cosmic direction. Nope, going with Explorer. No doubt. Woo! Alright, let's see, what do we got? I think I got into the female portraits. Yeah, it certainly looks like that. Okay. Let's keep going then. Really? That's it? Alright, so we're in the 30s. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I kind of like that one. That one's nice. See, what do we got? Guess we'll go with that one. Primary colors. Where's that one? Okay, that's on the... that. So we'll go with a bluish. Where's this? Alright, well that works for me. Ooh, stoic? Sounds like me.
I've got this.
Nope.
To whispers and shadows. Huh?
Yep, he did it twice. We're going with that. Enter a name. Damn it, me and my names. Well, we obviously have to go with Carl. Alright, that took a lot of time. New quest, the Gilded Veil. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Caravan Master finishes dressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over. I guess we're staying here tonight.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Oh, goody, we got dysentery. I thought we were playing freaking Pillars of Eternity, not
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Oregon Trail.
I know you want to hunt before it
3D.
gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Sparful nods and slides the warm bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries? What are the huge rocks coming up out of the ground? Is it dangerous out here? Let's see about those berries.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Alright, let's go.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resisting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey nights sleeping on uneven ground without a blanket or pillow. Oh, goody.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
Woo!
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
I can watch that I
No
don't drop
promises.
dead. And she doesn't even know.
What kind of guide says something like that?
That kind. She's standing right there.
Kind you can afford.
See? See? I told you.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Ha! That's right.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Ha! I don't know what a Beowick is.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Aren't I supposed to get stuff? Party AI is active. Why? I'm... Let's see, how do I equip myself? Attack, cancel, select all, formation. Ooh, what's the formation? I mean, I'm assuming she is,
Yeah.
ooh, so much stuff.
What you need?
Scouting, camp, inventory, character, journal, stronghold, map. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's a fighter. Okay, good to know. And I'm a druid. Also good to know. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have first custom is going to be casting for me. The second is going to be fighting with wherever my shapeshift is, right there. So inventory. Look if obsidian order doesn't give me anything. Well, I'll put it on anyways. Small worm scales gleam in the dark. Creature's all but vanishes in the darkness, save for its bright little eyes. Its twin rubies. The faint smoke rising from its nostrils, contrary to its fierce kin, seems content to shadow your steps and crawl amongst the rocks. I want that. Yeah. What is this? Gon's Pledge. What is that? Conspilated shield. The wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Flora. An aspect of God Ethos. Guan represents the harvest of the old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Guan helps protect the dignity of old age, so too do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. Okay. Giant miniature space piglet. Hold on. I have to process that. This tiny titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its enduring behavior. Follows you dutifully and cries nothing in return save companionship. You know, if it wasn't a dragon, I would go with a space pig. Can I create a space dragon? No, okay, I can't. It's not combining, it's crafting. Nothing in my stash. Alright, what else do we got? Let's see, journal, that's options, characters, scouting.
Nice and slow.
Ah, I see. Camp.
Right.
Yeah, stop it. It's too slow. Where are we going? This way? You coming,
What you
darling?
need? Springberries grow wild all over the place here. Keep your eye out.
Yeah.
You coming?
What you need?
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Do I have money? I do. What do you
Sure.
got? No, talk to him. There you go. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his
Brought
tunic.
a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Ha! I know the feeling.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what we got. That's... ooh. What do I have? Those are copper points? I'm assuming, I hope. If I buy that, we'll have to buy ammo. So I'll totally buy... Ooh, there's some lockpicks. Alright, let's get the hunting bow. Oop, no. Don't do that. Yep, trade. Rid of that. There we go. There you are. I don't know how to switch to... There we go. There we go. Just in case. Alright, why aren't you following me? Oh, probably because...
Yeah.
There we go. Ha, I figured it out. Who are you?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Alrighty. Probably shouldn't follow the road if we're looking for berries. Follow me, dragon. Let's go find some stuff.
Steady does it.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Which ones? No, that's not what I want. I want this. Uh-oh. That's a wolf? Alright. Well. Helsica, let's see. Second wind, knockdown.
What you need? What?
Dude, are you gonna attack him? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Attack him! What are you doing? Help your friend. Fine, don't help your friend. Dude. Engaged to melee, yeah, I know. So if I do this. Well, I guess I get the flank, so that's fine. Loot.
Sure. Huh?
No, loot. Let's see. Let's just go with E. Nope, doesn't do it. Ah, double click. I see.
Huh?
There we go. We're getting there. Oh, there we go.
This is it.
There we are. Odema says you've had some interesting travels. How does it happen to come here? Too quiet, I'm an explorer. Hazard of the lifestyle, I suppose. You would expect it. It was a possibility, no matter how much you didn't want it to be that way. What? Breeze in our surroundings, been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radix offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot? Hadn't given it much thought. No harm in that, might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way? Ooh. Romantic subplot. Something other subplot. Looking for adventure subplot. Getting in trouble subplot. New friend subplot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, we could... All of the above? Let's go with all of the above. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. You've got an inn in Gilded Vale, and I'll put you up as long as you need. Or so my sister tells me. If I'm wasting time here, Odin will give me an earful, let's be on our way. What about yourself? Got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Briarwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Ratui and another in Nadir. My sister's in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Around at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. Oh, goody. Haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixtmal. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Much for history, but from what I know, it used to be a part of the Aedir Empire before it broke off after a war some years back. Locals here are feisty, and that's how they are, I get. Alright. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Barful's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you some water. Down this way? Sounds like it. Yeah. Was that a flower? Nope. Not a flower. We're at the stream.
Steady does it.
Hunt the deer. Hunt the deer. No, it got away. I just have to go over to the other side.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunt.
Stretch to the riverbank and dip your water skin in the cool water while casting awaits nearby. Keeping watch as you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Go to the trees and move Sparkle. Water guides. Rather just only with the moonlight, he long carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. Stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
No. Oh, goody.
Ambush!
Really? You call that an ambush? Alright. Alright, you have... Let's see. Let's blind this one. You go attack him. No, attack.
Lava.
There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I need arrows. Alright, you go attack. There, take that. Ah,
Yeah.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
I have to pick up all this stuff. Pick up the lantern.
Right.
Yep. And the arrows. Yes, no, maybe. Alright, that's hide armor. What do you have? You have scale armor, right? Tier 5, minus 25. Alright, same thing. Okay, good. That works. What is this? Primary colors? No? Okay. Oh, I see, I see. I hear battle. Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's see. Go get him. Knock one of them down. That one. There you go. not a wolf, that's a werewolf. Frickin' A. Jeez. Is that about it?
Right.
There we go.
Nice and slow.
Hey, 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 hey. Guys, really? We weren't gone that long.
Yeah.
Hmm?
You can have a bow, too. Item cannot occupy that slot. Yeah, Ken, what are you talking about? Lied to me. Hunting bow. It's the same. All hide armor. Hatchets. Wolf hides, alright.
Hmm?
Huh?
Sneak attack. Galafathian leader. All around you lie the master drains of the travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, blade and bug-eyed and filthy. Cossack puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. Handful of a dark figure stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a sweat blade, the neck of the man you recognize as Heodin, the last of your caravan standing. Let down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life, or fight you will lose. Hey, we snuck up on them. Do not trespass, 3 others pass through. Oh, what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Why have you done this? This is which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. With a string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? I don't know what this one is, but go for it. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. The Reclaims has always been known to my people. I see, and what if Galawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it. Harden the moment he needs to dodge out of the swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Ha! Take it. What do you have? Go for that. Go for that. No uses left. All right.
How can I help?
That's right. Take it. There. Suck it. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Uh-oh. At this, the man's eyes roll back and close them. Good, good, the gods are just. Queer smile face crosses his face. I'm ready. Moon begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, winning pots and rallying tents like an angry spirit. You feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Amongst a wagon wheel, amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, a Adema's body stirs, and with great effort he rises, his sagging head, his eyes barely open, he looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay. Interesting. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet, with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself onto the ledge. Unit trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by earlier hesitation. As he nears the face of the rock, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hayden and topples him on the ground. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Your aim is true, and it hits, and the hit jars Hayden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling sideways and tearing one of his hands free. By diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it, securing his other hand. You pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They'll just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance to the swirling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and the inside of the cavity of your own chest, as though it would strike the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsealing balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Ooh. The red fill on a character's portrait represents the loss of endurance. The bar to the left of their portrait represents the loss of health. The health bar will change color as it gets closer to zero. When health is lower than maximum endurance, a bar on the portrait will indicate that endurance is limited. Understood.
Was that?
Yes, it was.
A Buick. Had to be.
If you say so.
And we're lucky to be alive.
If you say so.
And we're the only ones.
If you say so.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
If you say so. Alright, let's go.
Hmm.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. The lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
Right.
Over here. I have a feeling
They'll
we should
never
be
know
doing
I'm here.
something
That
like
should be far enough. But what now?
We keep going.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
See, I was right. Galafathians, they'd be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about, look to be Fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema, I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Air Galanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. Galafathian word is Biowick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Maybe? Let's get going. Hey, I was...
Quiet.
What is this?
Someone else has been here. We should move.
I mean, sure. Once we find out what we got. Nice mace, hammer and chisel. Shield and the torch. Let's see, what do you have? Health potion, a couple of lockpicks. What is this? It's chipping away at hard surfaces. Do you have a bow? You don't. You have a dagger. Oh, there you go. Why do I have the worst armor? Alright, what are you? First level rogue. Understood. Wait, that does mean we'll do this. No, I want him.
I'll do my best.
There we go.
What you need?
There we go. We can talk to him. Human sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as Azura. Watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your hands and stay still. Cocks his head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. It just sniffs around you and finds something of interest. It slips back and resumes its defensive posture. Tightly around its spear. As it approaches you. Okay.
They'll never know I'm here.
Let's get you. Go look. What's over here?
Wait. Do you hear that?
No. All right. You two come over here then. And we'll go beat up that whatever it was.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Runes. Oh, we got camping supplies somewhere. And a crossbow. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's get that crossbow equipped on you. I know they do. Sneeze. Alright, you go there. I didn't put it in. Equipped? Thank you. What is this? Tattered journal. Small value is torn to several places and blood soaked through into several of the tower sheets. One letter entry is still legible. Can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've got my hands on a genuine Quinthian artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he's not willing to go digging in some ruins. He's right about the gem leading to a hidden treasure. then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll let the client leaves in the I'll head to client leaves in the morning, then it's just a matter of finding the reef he was talking about. Alright, leather armor. There we go. And I don't have a main weapon. Better than nothing. One hand, 9 to 13, 7 to 11. That is burning. Though not especially effective in combat, or it's going to be used to eliminate dark environments. Alright, so let's switch that with a hatchet then. Actually, can we two-hand? Yeah, that's better.
How can I help?
Talk to the dead guy. Oh, I guess I got it just by being there. Da-da-da.
What you need?
Hello.
Nice and slow.
Don't know what a Scalder is, but go me. A crack runs through this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use the hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Use it to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expect. Sweat beads on your forehead, and your muscles begin to ache. Several long moments. You begin to see light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. That didn't sound good.
Keeping quiet.
What's in here?
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
It's a good idea. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure they go to the same place, and I'm not going to work on that puzzle because I already worked on this puzzle.
How can I help?
Just enough. There you go. Good. Bam.
Yeah!
Excellent.
Steady does it.
Yeah, it does.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Yay! Will you shoot him? Probably shouldn't be using bows in melee range, but
Stay
whatever.
quiet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a trap. So I'm glad I didn't go over that. Ooh, that's a big spider. All right. There we go. Excellent. You switch out. Attack him. You come over here. You switch out. No uses left. Attack him. Ooh, no, don't get attacked. No, move. Run away! Run away! There you go. Spider legs! Yay! Uh-oh.
I'll be quiet.
Very nice. Goes on her. Oh, I really should make her my tank. But for now, we're doing alright. As your party grows in size, you may want to change their formation. You can use the formation button on the main HUD to cycle between pre-built formations or build your own. That's what I've been doing. Alright, continue the sneaking. Or don't. That's cool too. Older robed man. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looking like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone, or ash. The figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. If you're closest, the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
Yes.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Yes. Destroy the book. No books. Uh-oh. Well, see, we didn't miss the storm. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to find a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or at the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man, you are walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question sits madly in your mind. Uh-oh. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Odin and Cassica lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. Well, that sucks. You're alone and far from help. Gild the Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, I don't need 3 daggers, so take that. 5. 40, yep. 5. Alright, so those are probably the least valuable I've got. Let's go in here. And since we are a tank now, do that. Did I not get, I don't get her armor. That's not fair. Sucks. 11 to 16. Alright, I'll go with the mace. Just cause I don't know what quick items. I think those are like potions and stuff. Alright, let's see.
Steady does it.
Uh-oh. Well, they didn't see me, so that's good. The structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, covered in strange glyphs. Around it vibrates with energy. I'll go up and touch it. Touch it. Really? You back? That's it? Let's go over here. Ooh. Wait. There's supposed to be a stone something over here, right? Because I haven't found any, Wait, how am I holding this? Oh, I have to get to camp. Okay. I see. That's how I'm holding it. Yeah, alright. Goes to stash. And I get... Right, going back down here then. I believe that's all I've got. Takes you 6 hours to complete your journey from client list to Valewood. Accept. Startle skill is used to identify plants, creatures, and other knowledge of the natural world and conversations and scripted interactions. Classes like Rangers and Barbarians start out with a bonus. Good for them. Let's see what we find. Other than a loading screen. I am glad you're tired. Hey. What are you? Can I go there? What was there? No. Come back. I want to go here. Interesting. There's something over there. Oh, butterfly. Okay. There was a body here. I know there's gonna be a fight. See? See? Where did he come from? I want to talk to that guy. Show me a way across, yeah. There's gotta be something over here. Yeah, there's a wolf. What is this? That's pause.
Let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
Boom.
Let's.
Uh-oh. You're not good at this. Not good at this at all.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, nice and slow. Shattered pieces of crate are strewn across the dirt along a few muddy vegetables. So something happened over here. Something happened indeed. Did I ever finish curing my dysentery there? I feel like I probably didn't. Ooh, I have enough experience to level up. Sure, go ahead. Ooh. I have 6 points. And I have 0 in all of these. Alright, so let's rank these up by 1. So that they're not 0. Da-da-da-da. Kind of like stealth. Stealth's fun. Let's go with lore, though. Let's go with survival. Ooh. Haven't unlocked any new classes yet, but I get talents. Wait, no. Go back. Talents. Hero's knowledge of the forces of nature allowing him or her to automatically inflict additional burn damage when shape-shifted. Spirit shifted. Oh. I could be... Additional corrode damage when spirit shifted. Balanced faith in the gods allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy. This character can initiate the brutal, opportunistic attacks of a rogue sneak attack, taking advantage of opponents when they are at the most vulnerable. I might go with that one. That's a cipher ability. This rhyme mimics the Enchanter's ability to summon skeletons. Cannot be used until some time has passed, and combat can be used frequently. Alright. What's in here? Weapon focus. Interesting. Snake's reflexes. Plus 10 to reflex. Okay. Fast runner. That gives flame reduction and bonus damage. Heart of the Storm. It gives shock and damage and resistance. That's corrode. It's freeze. There's recovery time. Maybe I should go with Heart of the Storm, and then I'll go with Wild Strike Shock. I think that's the best way to be. Yeah. Sounds good. I like it. Perfect. Alright, let's go find out what's in this cave. Probably regret it, but whatever. Some support and offensive abilities, Paladin Zealous auras continuously afflict allies near them. Oh, that's a bear. I could probably beat it with Shapeshift. Growth, patch, twisted vines, surround and handle anyone lucky enough to get caught inside. Characters who set foot inside the area become affected, become hobbled. What does hobbled do? Notice here reduced by 2, movement by 1.5, and less by 20. Alright. We're gonna shoot you.
Let's go!
Yep. And then we're gonna do... Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait. Holy crap. Okay then. Well, that didn't last very long. That was fun, though. Alright. We'll do that again. This time I won't be dumb. He did a lot of damage. Can I escape these? No, I can't. Ooh, I can.
Five wagons grope.
Yeah. Next. Basically, I'm just gonna make Kuro again, cause time. I think I did one on each of these, and then I did 5 in dexterity. No, 5 in perception. 15 there. 15 there. No. But it was 15 here. And then... That doesn't seem right, but I'll go with it. Wait the winds. And then your explorer. And blue. And black. And then you're this one. Yep. Yeah, done. Oh, next. And then Stoke.
Follow me.
And then Kuro. Alright. Skip. Skip. Or don't. It's cool.
Hold on, Khalid. What kind of don't let off with you?
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Yep.
Anyone need supplies?
I'm not
I've
gonna
got
waste my
sundries
money
for
on
sale.
that. We could try to open this though. I didn't try that last time.
I've got it.
Nope.
I'll get it open.
Nope. Alright, let's go. Do. I know what I'm doing
Let's check
now,
by
though.
those outcroppings.
Attack. Something more. Give no much thought. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Alright, there we go. Alright, I need to equip stuff. I didn't find anything last time, so I'm not going to look for anything this time. Since I'm fairly certain that most of this is scripted and I will...
What a surprise. Sparful went hunting.
There we go.
Ambush!
Yeah, heard you the last time. Alright. You go over there.
What you
go
need?
there. Can I make this bigger? I can't. Knock him down, please. Excellent. Good.
Come on, we have to get back to camp. What you need?
No. I want.
Yeah.
Oh, he had coins. Didn't have coins last time. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's right.
Huh? Lava.
Alright, and then you... Excellent.
Yeah. Sure.
Do. Hey, why have you done this? Do. There we are. Alright, I have that. Actually, no. Shoot him. You go knock him down. And you do that. Did you knock him down? Oh no! Oh no, he just got... Oh no, that's him. Never mind.
Right.
Hey, if I told you to go do this right now, would you? Nope.
Get inside!
Nothing I can do about that. Alright, and then I throw my spear. Boy, this goes much faster when you don't have to read everything. Alright, continue. Continue. Ooh, fire at the attacker. Your aim is true. Continue. There we go.
Was that?
Up here.
And we're...
And we're the...
We can't stay...
Excellent. Alright, now let's see here. I have not got the crossbow yet. You can have that.
Right.
Good. There's nothing up till here.
That should be far enough.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Who attacked us? What happened out there? Just best in the room. Alright, I think the crossbow is over here.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Yeah. Good. Good. Formation should be this.
I'll do my best.
Like that. The mace. Small shield. Good. Good.
Right. How can I help?
Everybody, everybody.
They'll never know I'm here.
I believe he was in this next room. No? No, he was in this room here. Oh, well, he didn't like that, huh? Oh, that's not bad. Take that. You. Alright, not worth it.
Keeping quiet.
It's a shame, I like that little guy. There's the crossbow. You get the crossbow. Oh, right, I need to take this out first. Alrighty then. Good enough.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Yep.
How can I help? Yeah.
That's quick.
Nice and slow. Be quiet. I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Grab that.
They'll never know I'm here.
That's the point.
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either. Yeah!
Alright. Discover the thingies. Good. Just like we did last time.
They'll never know I'm here.
Hmm?
Alright. Good.
What you need?
You switch. You go over there and attack him. Over there. Switch.
Right. Let's go!
Should be flanked, right? Alright. Since I know going out there kills them, let's get me all the stuff I know I'm going to use. So this. That's fine. Keep this. That can go there. Can go there. These can come with me. This can come with me. That can go up there. This can come with me. Alright, excellent. There we go. Oh. Can't skip it. Fascinating. Do. Ooh, kind of shaky. And up I get. Do.
Can't move now.
Hard to gain experience. Oh, wait. There was... Oh, really? Thank you. There's that. And that was it? That was it. That. That. Some spring berries. Still like to know what that was. Alright, off to Valewood. Oh, that was quick. Took what, 5-10 minutes? Already we're back to where we started? You know, I think I'm probably gonna go with the mace and the heavy shield until I have another companion. Because it doesn't make much sense to have a reaching spear when I don't need to reach. Since I'll have my... Oh, that's the other thing I can do. That takes... That's much better. Since I only get one shot anyways. Again, no sense in having what is essentially a one-shot weapon be weaker. go. There's a wolf over here.
Let's go!
And I missed.
Let's go! Lava Bion Seek!
That's right, take that.
Let's go! Let
He does a lot of damage. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. Thank you. Shared vegetables. Alright, I didn't
Steady
go
does
this
it.
way. Grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. I want to discover the cave, but I won't go in it again. And also, to level up. No, level up. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to do one to each of these. And next. So I'm thinking maybe we go with sneak attack. That's also really good. Don't always get the chance to do sneak attacks, so we're gonna go with Heart of the Storm still.
Sure.
Alright, now let's go see about the rest of this. Down here. Alright, I can't go to the left anymore. Interesting. We'll sneak up on him in a minute. As I thought. Well, crap. Well, that didn't hit very well. Ooh, she's got some good stuff. And I put it all in my stash. Crap.
Nice and slow.
Well, it was certainly a lot easier than the bear. I've been there. Those are... Don't know. What's down here? Ooh, a couple of wolves. Alright, I'm thinking we should go to the Gilded Place here. because I need to get into my stash, and we need to see if we can't get a tank, an actual tank, not a meat tank. Targeted attack, the percentage list next to the potential targets indicates your chance of scoring a hit or crit. The chance is low, consider attacking a different defense, or using afflictions to increase your odds. Good to know. I haven't seen those numbers yet. That's probably because I have been looking for them. So we'll see if we can't find those. Stash can now be accessed. Like right now. Can I wear my helmet? No, I cannot. Sword. Assay versus. Oh, that's DR reduction, though. Yeah, let's stick with this. Put the extras in there. I'll keep you on me just in case. And throw you in there. You in there. Don't care about the crit. I need to keep you here. Put the pig in there, though. I don't want to lose the pig. Excellent. Alright, so I have 39 will defense, 39 reflex defense, 27 fortitude, and just 38 defense. And then just regular those. Interesting. Stick you there. Now it says I can access, where's the city? Down here? That doesn't look good. What the hell's going on there? Oh good, come talk to me.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Oh. The only answer here is the buzzing from flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Pretty sure I can't have kids.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Steps to the side and cleans his head ever so subtly towards the tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Doesn't even look over his shoulder. Ah yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radric bandaged the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him. While he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. we've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Radric finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. The latest was an animancer from the Valian Republics who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. Let's see. You'll want to mind your where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Egawithian ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People try anything these days. Barath have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe so. Good to know. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands the rules. Forget that foreigners do not have your curse in your homelands. The Hellborn have been scourged upon the drywood for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hellborn are a disease, some say they are a punishment from the gods. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wadenwind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. I see. I really have to ask.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Certainly.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that. Keep out of...
Listen!
I am.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
Probably not.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Uh-oh.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
I know I will know more details when messengers arrive. Vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. What do you mean? Time of morning, legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of breath must be redoubled. Why can't I leave? Can't be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I know more soon enough. Okay. Which one's the dwarf? Not gonna give me anything? It's fine. Alright, what's down here? Found to get worse now. Hello. See 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. They were raised voices and chopping just an argument which its climax. The first figure raises his hand. Calm, his face partially obscured by hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Sure.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Ooh, a fight. Walking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show you what those fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, especially not from Adirians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Ah! I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
Ah! This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Do-do-do-do. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Hey, 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 hey. I will werewolf your asses. You wanna play? Do you wanna frickin' play? Let's go.
Yeah.
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 That's right. Werewolf your ass.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
Strings his hood, and you note the reins of fraying and bright area on his gloves. His boots are caked with dirt. The leather work beneath is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusor, at your service.
That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Okay.
And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Yeah. What are you doing in Gilded Vale? Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
That. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. He's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. Could you speak more clearly next time? My apologies.
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Yep. I've been expecting strange things late. I'm looking for an expert on souls. Sure, why not?
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Ah.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
So true.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Excellent. Let's grab this. And those. Excellent. Alright, let's see. What are you? Rogue? I think he's rogue. Nope, he's a wizard. You're a wizard. Wizard. Let's see. What can I give you? Probably nothing. What about a small shield? That'll help, right? Yeah, that should be good. Alright, let's go look around some more. Maybe we can find more companions. I told her that's not the pistol? Was that a flower joke? What's in here? Character's chance to cause interrupt on attacks. Contributes to accuracy. Who are you? Draw wounds in front of the fireplace, humming, quiet tune herself. She's quite pregnant, she said.
Hail and well met.
She does look pregnant. Well, finally, I was starting to think, oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. Can I help you? Were you with one of the caravans, Master Demas, by chance? Why do you ask? My sister, oh goody, found Calcica. Traveling with one of the caravans, she sent a letter before she came. She said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. Shuri's was a tough one. I don't suppose you've seen her on the road. The caravan, perhaps? It's Mr. Demas. For a few moments, she could manage nothing but strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimmed with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Calcica was always so certain she could take any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If I hadn't written her to her, she might still be alive somewhere. That's true. It's kind of offer you make, but I don't know if I can impose on this on you. It's not a small favor. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Calcica as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Guildville has been soulless, empty. It happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raderick has exiled all of them, calling it's a sign of the gods' disfavor. My Hathort gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home, too. If Calcica could help me, they say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn. She moved south to Anslog's Compass 2 seasons ago. Journey's too far for me, I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else now with Calcica gone. That's all I can ask, thank you. I'm sorry, I need a moment. Yep, we don't want to be too locked into anything. Not until we go around and... Oh, whoops. I just noticed that this is incorrect. Wow, that is my bad. Update that. Alright, better. 2 hours in. On pause, thank you. I don't think there's anything up here. Zorlax the Usurper. So near you feel a vibrant history contained the essence of this man's soul. Reach out for the soul. See a lone man standing in a field. He looks around, surveying the crops. Occasionally he bends to examine the leaf up close. He is intent on what he is doing, completely absorbed in his work. This man approaches him from behind. He moves slowly, but does nothing to mask his approach. In his hand, he holds a large sword. There appears to be no malice or hatred in the man's demeanor. He almost seems pleased. First man hears his approach, stands, turning away from the plant he was inspecting. His breaks into a smile, and he opens his arms to welcome the approaching man. The smile freezes into a grimace as the second man thrusts the sword through his stomach, his blade now protruding from his back. His arms slowly fall to his side, and blood starts to drip from the sword onto the plants below the man. This first man crumples to his knees, the second pulls the sword out, hair slowly falling down his cheek of his still smiling face. Let's not do that again. Let's try to go up there. There we go. What's in here? Hello? Stares at you, stares neatly at the covered window, head cocked, is waiting to hear a particular sound. Except when you approach, winds. Hello? Alright, one more time. It's long and drear, cutting through 2 crop fields. The air is silent and the land seems too still for early afternoon. This woman walks slowly on the road, leading a horse, curiously looking around. She seems to sense something wrong, but isn't able to discern what it is. She stops, sniffing in the air, her nose high. Her brow crinkles and she casts about, looking for something. The air's clear. No cloud. She sniffs again, still looking around, confusion clouding her face, mouthing a single word, fire. She looks out across the field, her confusion turning to fear. She holds her hand up to block the sun from her eyes and scans the field again. Not finding what she's looking for, she jumps onto her horse's back, very quickly becoming panicked. She kicks, sending the horse to shooting down the path, which bends around some trees to where the farmhouse should be. She pulls up short, her now in residence on her face as she stares at the burned and charred mess that used to be her family's home. Tears well in her eyes as she kicks again, racing to the rubble. Oh, goody. I mean, here, yeah. Let's put you back here somewhere. Browser. Says a woman from Theron. But wouldn't mention Theron. Who are you? Me, I'm full of sickness. What I've seen of this place and its people. Resolve affects concentration, the will, and deflection defenses. Also being used in conversation scripting. Yeah, no more. Thank you. Those are really, really long. I've yet to find a reason for it.
Welcome.
Please sit where you like. If you like a drink or a room, we have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. Some reliable help. You're in here looking for work. I could I see what you have for sale. Black Hound. Story about the dog upstairs. Oh, that poor thing. She's still waiting for the old owner of the place. Thing is, I don't think he's coming back. It's been a long time now. We've tried our best, but with things how they are, we don't have much attention to spare for a hound. Oh. Interesting. Oh, well, I would say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sports coming by looking for work from time to time. If I someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. That's it? Interesting. Alright. Good to know. It's back here. almost nothing. Alright, well, let's go visit the rest of the town. We'll level him up once we find out who we have for companions in town. If he's the only one, then he's the only one. Not much we can do about that. That goes out. That goes out. That's a plant. That all goes out. Here you go. And other people. That goes out. Villager. Blacksmith? Sure, can we sell some stuff? Guard. Apprentice. This room is from person built, towering with a countertop. Skin is dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms rose color. Corded muscle, small ears, frame a square, jawed face. Da-da-da. First new face I've seen in quite a time. What can I do for you? What a strange time, I'm afraid. This lock's not what it used to be. But we've some fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All for it's right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. We've been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now. Haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them, or my workers ran off with a wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. As if that lot would dare. It's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this, odious to the cities, has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous consorts. You happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for the supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They've been cutting through the Black Meadow. I expect good work, only good word for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, and that is as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. We send the wagon up to New Hammer with weapons, and it swings around through Longholm and the like to purchase supplies. Shortest route back is through the Black Meadow, and the north through the Wilds. Had a trader come through with word they'd made it to Longholm, but haven't heard a thing since. I guess I'll find your supplies. Give my thanks. You bring those supplies back, and I'll have plenty of more to offer you. Just got to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up, or they can take up farming instead. Right?
Hello.
About wares? Can I sell stuff? Because I have a lot of shields. And a club, don't need clubs. 3 daggers. Oh, we got a whole bunch of crap. Actually, keep the leather armor. It's not bad. Or the hide armor. No reason to have those. We'll keep that for now. Keep those for now. Anything good? Got a warbow. Nope. Show me. There we go. 13 to 20. It can be enchanted. Of course it's on the scepter. Of course it is. 13 to 20. 10 to 15. Alright, let's go with the warbow. We've got the copper. Those are all super expensive. Those wouldn't be bad to have. Yeah, whatever, we'll trade those. Sounds good. Make some money. Get a better bow. See what else we got. Boy, a lot of villagers around, huh? I think this probably goes out. Yeah, that goes out. Alright, let's come back up here then. And we'll check that place out. Hey, look, we found something. You know, there's more grain in there. Trumbull. More silver for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. After you drunkards comes through the door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, I'll put you down like a dog. Hey, for now, lads. We'll be back, down below. We'll have fair prices, or by the flame, we'll have a reckoning. Villagers? Well, hey. Maybe I wanted to talk to him. Oop, mushroom. Get the mushroom. Yeah, that's right. Grappling hooks and hammers and chisel sets are always consumed when they're used in special interactions. Old man stands before you, relatively stocky builds, just a life of labor. He's been drawn his eyes behind him, a younger man and a woman exchange worried glances. Back if you value your life. Not here to hurt anyone. You foreigner roping foreigners into his little crusade now. You smell it. Most people that seem pretty angry. Who's the dwarf? The one standing out there spreading lies among the villagers. He's been here for decades and he hasn't gotten any kinder with time. What was all that ruckus? Swords whip them up into a frith, going on about grain stores. Claims I've hidden most of it away. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air. I can't hand it out for free. Pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale. And Swarner and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town, the crop's blighted. Most of what I'm getting from the farmers, it's gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swanner's howling after things he has no right to. It's not. Look, Sora's always been a rotten bastard. His store's so limited. Maybe I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Afra, for instance. She's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? Be grateful if you did. You won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell them we're all having a hard time of it, and we'll all have to make some sacrifices.
Hail, traveler.
Huh. So I can't look at their souls. There we go. Come on down here. See what's in here. Who are you guys? Nonton. This man and woman are here to have a deeper conversation, working closing two bulging statues. They move to embrace until the moon notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Good day to you.
Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. We're going to visit Defiance Bay, and, well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. time for some new scenery. Only that you want to be moving on as soon as you can. You'll have seen the tree, I imagine, but the route goes deeper. If you're looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of it elsewhere. Alright. Huh. Interesting. Another mushroom. That way probably leads out. What's in here? Of course. What about you? Yep. You know, these guys are purple, so I'll try it. Oh, that seems important. Alright, let's see. You see crowded marketplace, vendor stalls lining the road, and proprietors' voices calling out to passerbys to come sample their wares. This woman wanders through the throng, strolling hand in hand with another woman. They pursue the vendor's goods, staring at a book merchant with a number of old and beautiful tomes, chatting with one another about what they see. One will pick up a book and show it to the other, who will take it, comment on it, and place it back on the shelf. Then the first will snatch up the book again and quickly pay the merchant before the other can snatch it back. They walk away from the market, weighed down with packs filled with books, still hand in hand, standing close, comfortable and familiar with each other. As they pass down a somewhat deserted street, an object suddenly hits this woman in the chest and bounces off, rolling away towards one of the building. The woman stops and looks at the object, an apple, and then back up at the person who threw it. There's nothing special about him aside from an angry look on his face and the two other apples he holds. Before either woman can move, the man draws back and throws another one at them, this time hitting the second woman in the forehead. He yells at them something derisive and hateful, something about a legacy and about responsibilities. The woman raises her hand to her head and wipes the juice on bits of fruit from her face, stares the man down defiantly. The first woman squeezes her hand and puts the other one on her companion's shoulder, attempting to calm her down. The other woman pulls a book from her pack and holds it before her, muttering under her breath. She pulls her hand free and waves it above the book and aura forming around her. The first woman is still trying to calm her down, but all she says goes unheard. The man, uncaring of events happening in front of him, draws back, throws the last apple, strikes through the air towards them. The second one brings up her hand and points at the apple. Glowing orb of energy flies from her hand and strikes the apple, causing it to explode, raining bits of apple down on the road and buildings around them. The man's face changes, anger joined by fear, looking like he's trying to decide if running or attacking is the better course of action. The second woman has started chanting again, her hand glowing, her eyes narrowing. This woman steps in front of her, placing herself between her love and their attacker. She touches her face, gently stroking it while whispering calming words. A kiss. The woman's countenance changes, calms, her eyes softening, her lips regaining the lost smile. The first woman smiles again as well and kisses the other. Wizard scum, the man behind them says, and the two women turn to face him, staring him down defiantly. They join hands and begin walking again, moving past him without so much as a sideways glance. Never mind, wasn't important. I was wrong. Alright, that doesn't appear to go anywhere. So come down and get the mushrooms. And then we had to go south, I think. Except there's a thing over here and I want to see what it does. So Papa says the temple's crushed. See, he's red. What do the different things mean? I'll probably start to see if I can do potions or something like that as well. So we have a couple more. Ethos. Please help me. Help you with what? He loosely gets his side, sleeps out with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain.
Welcome.
Thought you were some. Never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking, not one of the faithful either. Just want to do some good, I suppose. Come around, clawed up for it. Maybe you'd have better luck. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Ethos, the scattered god, the grand temple. At that, his worshippers would come from all over the Drywood, from Red Cirrus even. Okay, until the war, of course. Here then you'd get some stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Go on. So like she started, Lord Red decided he'd been too lenient on the Ethosians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that up until recently, until Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven and the legacy will end. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't leave a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Didn't have a lick of sense. Chopped down in the god's house, it doesn't sit right with me. If you can go down there, find the remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. No small task, there's coin in it for you if you need motivating. But I'm surprised to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Well, I'm meant to be in and out nice and quick. Not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Reddick's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. So, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process. Bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little macabre, but if we don't get them out now, Roderick's liable to destroy whatever's left of them. Why can't you do this yourself? I tried, only got a short ways in before I got in over my head. It's been a long time, turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. But you look like... I wouldn't go telling him about it. Learning in these places is no good for anyone. But you do this quick and quiet, and we can go right by those priests without raising a fuss. Aha. I'll find them, I guess. Then by the flame I'll you a good turn, but listen, the temple's been sealed off for a long time, so it's crawling with creatures. If you get past them, the priests would have been down there on the lower floor. They'll still be there, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick scones, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out, and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone after your remains. Wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Right, can we... inventory? Crafting? Alright, so it does have... Aha. Interesting. Alright, let's go find out. We'll just do a line for now.
Steady does it.
Our first dungeon. Interesting. Well, crap.
How may I help?
11 piercing damage. Ouch.
Yeah.
Holy crap. This game integrates with additional effect. mild restoration effect and freezing max endurance on party members. There. And that spider's kicking my ass. Do you have anything? Yeah, do that one. Because he's barely injured, and we're getting our butts kicked.
Lava beyond seek!
Aha.
Use some rest.
Lava beyond seek!
Oh, no uses left. Uh-oh.
I feel off.
Alright.
Steady does it.
Probably not gonna stay down here. We're definitely not gonna stay down here. Yep, we're leaving. Goodbye. Sorry, bud. Little outside of our level range there. Seeming as how we don't have a tank. Alright, let's see. Let's level you up. You should definitely be in lore. Oh, those scrolls. Athletics? No. Alright, well, let's go with this. Yeah, let's go with that. What is this? Creates a glowing course of pure energy for those to wield, granting bonus to hit, giving them wizard endurance with each successful strike. Ooh. Spellcasters. I see spirit shields from the caster's shield spirit energy. Increased damage reduction and a concentration bonus. Hands when so cold as to freeze what they touch. Does free damage to target, reduces accuracy. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. Talents can be used to customize your character upon your class ability choices. Some talents modify existing abilities, but others add new abilities of their own. Some set of talents are class specific. Most can be taken by characters of any class. Alright, what is this? Magic. Dramatically boosting the wizard's deflection. It's supposed to target when using wand, rod, or scepter, doing this amount of damage to all enemies in the small area around the target. And then those are all the same. Those are those. Those are the same. You're a wizard, though. Yep. Let's do the summon skeletons. Ooh, maybe not. Alright, go with this, I guess. That's the best one for now.
Yes?
Switch that over. Switch that over.
Right.
Alright, let's go see if we can't find these. Yeah, the people that were up at the mill. Yeah, that's right, mill. Anybody? Right there. Hello,
Greetings.
my friend. They're cut from the same class as those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it too. Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Tremble thinking he's the king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. It's about him like barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. About farmers going hungry while some bastard rich off their crops. Oh boy. He's been threatening his family. What are you doing in here then? For enough to bring us something when we wet our throats. Might be feeling up to trading words. Alright, I got money. Oh, that changes.
Good day, stranger.
Sit. Fine fellows over there. You're having me on. Any more fighting and I'll have to ban Swiner from the inn entirely. And then it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Alright, here you go. Right then, here. Yeah, 3 drinks for 3 folks. For 3 fools, just take care of them. They're a hot-tempered bunch.
Well met, friend.
Brought the drinks. Yeah, so you have by the flame. I never thought I'd be so happy to have a mug of Blackhound shit beer. That's good. Alright then, you've got my attention. What's it you got saying that's worth a round of drinks? In the Miller, you have him up against a wall. Some of the other visitors for help. Maybe you could tell me what's going on. Miller's in charge of grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact the folks like Afra pay half what we do. And maybe we've been a bit rough with him. But what are we supposed to do? We can't help paying. We can't keep paying. We're going to starve. Do you think Tremble's going to be sorry about it when we do? There's no sense threatening the Miller. You've got him against the wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other divisions for help. As you rely on taking a drink, then he says, "You're right. Things will go on like they are. We're just going to end up banging from that tree out there. Thought Trumbo will leave him be. Don't know what we'll do now. With the crops failing, haven't got another trade to speak of. I think Paskin needs a hand around the inn." Oh, that was easy. Oh, wait. Oh, you need freaking work? Come with me. I need a tank. You got a quarterstaff? I can put you in a shield. Alright, let's go back and talk to what's-his-face. Where is it? It's up here. Yeah, up there. Let's see. No. Oh, I see. Okay, that works. Our skill used to be used to decipher clues and remember pieces of information.
Good day, stranger.
And seem to leave your family in peace. Well, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drunk half the time. Oh, great. You're dead here. Today's earnings to show my appreciation, and be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. Glad to help. Just getting through this year. All thanks to you. Safe travels. There we go. With their abilities, they're not focused on frontline combat. They are competent warriors and will continue to chant I'm glad. Okay, let's see. Journal. Quests. Visions and whispers. No, no, no. Did I finish that? Oh, no. I'm waiting. Okay. I escaped the strange and deadly wind that tore through the valley, but now I'm trapped in the ancient ruins that the caravan master told us to stay clear of. So the ruins, hopefully I can find a road and a way to Gilded Vale somewhere around here. Ah, there they are. Decided to rededicate Gild's temple. Shipment goes... Find them in the Black Meadow, which lies southeast. Drop south to Anslock. Alright, so I'm going south. South we go. There we go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
That's what I'm doing there, bud. Excellent. Alright, let's see. I can't go southeast. Can I come over here? Will this let me go southeast? Nope. Alright, so I have to go here first. Weapons and shields grant bonuses, stack with bonuses from other item types. Okay. It's good to know.
Ready to sleep like the dead.
You are? That doesn't sound good.
I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, you see about that. See what we find here. Oop, there's a wolf. There's a wolf. But let's just sneak around. I don't need to kill the wolf. As far as I know, I'm just passing through. Who are you? Oh, hello there. Begging your pardon, but you gave me a good fright. I heard something rustling in the bushes. Suppose that was just you, silly of me. Shows you happen to need some supplies. I thought I'd make my way over to Madhammer Bridge. I think I'd be better off heading back to town and getting a few more folks together. Say, better safe than sorry, right? Say, did you hear something? Yeah.
I'll see what I can find.
There we go. Ah.
Hi?
Oh no, he died. Oh no, I got knocked over. Oh no, he got knocked over. Ouch. Stop it. Oh, no uses left. No.
Yes?
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you know what? We're going back. And I'm getting arrested. Yeah, go back there. You can queue a string of actions by holding down the shift key while issuing commands. Alrighty. That's good to know. Ooh, plant. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? That's the blacksmith. And there's the inn. Well, there's also affects concentration and the will. Talk to Pasca.
Welcome.
Make a room, please. How much money do we have? 400? Do it. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes glowing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging on the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like a moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up, and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with gusts of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face as thick droplets and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see the woman once more, only confirm she is truly dead. Alright, well that was good, I guess. Which one? That one? Squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked brow, sags at the top of a noose. No purple flesh to her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. There's a faint glow around her that casts no light. Surroundings, but there's a tepid warmth to it. You feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, representing all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt in your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. When you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in the wind, you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The moon gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Ooh. I think I survived a bivouac. Do you know what that would be? Why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
I'm sure.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no? The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Okay.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Okay. What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, no. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
There's not much that could get worse than hanging from a tree.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how.
Makes sense.
A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their honor can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
Oh, goody. What does that mean?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Uh-huh.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Oh, I'm going there anyways.
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No.
Oh.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Uh-huh.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though. A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are.
Oh.
But the best of us? The best? Inspirations. Miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Oh. She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping between rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing her complaining expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strangling. Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
Okay, then.
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
Stuff.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Well, that sucks.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
As steps forward, your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown pace of waiting. It's granted the Crucible of Soul. Oh, that's a lot of experience. This happens a lot, you'll have to get used to it. And I expect that explains your earlier reticence about your experience in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you just demonstrated.
17 and a half.
What about 17 and a half? Smoke pipe smoke, and once earthly and sweet, once in your nostrils. It's really eye, but looks not aggressive. Regards you with a particular
17 and a half. No, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Be my tank.
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved. Well, I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. Been out of sorts of lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking.
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
I'm taken.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
What is the cow? What is your time?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the Legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Good thing to do. Ratchet went down the other day, said they headed to conclude the someone in town was working at Kolsik, plotting Redrick's overthrow. So we didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. Come forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, steps in and says it's him. They took him at his word. He's got tired of all the hangings, he's on the run now, probably will be till they catch him. Where are you headed?
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
That's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
All right. Finally. Tank, right? Fighter, close enough. Alright. Unfortunately, it is time for me to stop. So I'm going to save. Or whatever it is that... Here, let's see. Save game. There we go. Save. Accept. Excellent. Alright. And that'll be that for today. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. And I hope you all have a nice day.